Normally then with an investment, you'd invest in a product or in a company, and whatever the profits are, you get a percentage of that based on your investment. But it doesn't seem to be the case in this particular situation. First of all, investors are only getting 50% of the profits returned to them, which would normally indicate that the company themselves, Atari or Atari Game Partners, whoever it is in this instance, is themselves putting up 50% of the venture capital. Though they don't actually state that, for all we know, the investors are putting up the entirety of the money, but only getting 50% of the return. Atari just have not been open about that. And not only that, but the fact that the profits cease, the investment return ceases after 18 months, makes this a wholly unattractive and quite a greedy request on behalf of Atari, in my opinion. The reason for that is they're basically saying that if the game fails, then that's fine. We've just, got you to take all the financial risk as the investors. We don't really lose out in that. But if the game succeeds, then yeah, we'll share with you a little bit of the profits, but that's only temporary. Then we're going to be the ones rewarded for doing so. So in other words, the investors are putting up the risk, but Atari are getting all of the reward. Now, it's, normal, of course, for the person developing the product to be rewarded for doing so, but that reward is shared with those that actually invest in the product. It's shared fairly and it's shared equally, and I don't see that that is the case here. Well, maybe we should see this as more of a crowdfunding opportunity as opposed to an investment opportunity. No, I don't think that works. That's not what is being described here, but even if we do, well, let's have a look. What is it we get in terms of crowdfunding as a reward for putting money up into this opportunity? Well, let's have a look at the perks here. Every investor, so this is for $250 and above, will get this first perk, which is basically, from what I can understand, a web page that lists all the names of the investors. Who's going to visit that? Apart from the investors, I've no idea. But apparently that is the perk that everybody gets. Nothing too exciting, and I can't see the attractiveness of that, in all honesty. Next up, if you invest, get this, $750. Yes, this isn't for everybody. This is for those that invest $750. You get not a free copy of the game when it's released. You get a 25% discount on the game. And this is, I cannot believe the stinginess of this, how this has even gone live in this case. I just cannot fundamentally get my head around the thinking that's gone behind this. So you invest $750 into the product, which is probably going to cost about $40 to $50, to buy, and you don't even get a copy of what you've invested in. I mean, this should be given to everybody that invests any amount from $250. But the fact that you first have to invest $750, and even then you're getting a quarter off the price, 25%, is utterly disgraceful, and in my opinion is just sticking a middle finger up at everybody that's risking their money to invest in this product. And if you invest $1,500, well, you still don't get a free copy of the game, just that same 25% discount, but you also get a free copy of the regular edition, which makes me think there's a special edition, but you're not worth it at $1,500, but you get a regular edition of the book, The Art of Atari. Now, I don't know anything about that book. Maybe it's lined in gold. I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest. But that's what you get. So you cannot see this as a crowdfunding opportunity because you're not being treated as a crowdfunder. You're not being appreciated as a crowdfunder. You're expected to be thought of as somebody that's wanting to make a little bit of money. No gratitude is obviously going to be coming your way. We can see that by the perks here. You're taking a risk, and you're taking a risk in an investment opportunity that really isn't going to be that beneficial to you if it's even successful. And if this game is going to be anything like Rollercoaster Tycoon World, it's going to be an utter disaster. When that game was released out of early access, it clearly wasn't ready for the general public. It was just in an utterly atrocious state. It was bugged galore. If you went onto the Atari forums at the time, it was just flooded with refund requests. How that game could have ever made a profit, I don't know. I doubt very much that it did. I don't know the situation. Maybe it did, but I would be surprised if that was the case. And then we've got Rollercoaster Tycoon Touch over on the phones and the tablets, which too has been, you know, very poorly received by fans. And it seems that this game for the Nintendo Switch is just going to be a port of that. I mean, just look at this roller coaster track they've got on the cover page here. It's just jerky. I mean, how in the world is that even a good advertisement for this game? You know, on your cover page, out of all the games that you could ever invest in, this franchise has gone so downhill that I just cannot see it being worth it. I really, really can't. But maybe, you know, I'm just not business minded and I'm thinking about it more from a gamer's point of view rather than a business point of view. That's certainly possible. I'm not claiming to be an expert by any stretch of the imagination, but based on my somewhat limited business knowledge, I would say that this is definitely not an investment opportunity that I could recommend. But I'm interested in hearing what your thoughts are. Let me know what you think of Atari game partners requesting $10,000 to just over $1 million in investment funds from people on the startengine.com website. Do you think this is a bit of a slap in the face to people that are going to, you know, be interested in getting this game for the Switch? And also, are you going to be investing in this opportunity or not? Maybe I'm completely wrong and this is just the best opportunity that's ever come around to any investor anywhere. Let me know in the comments section what your thoughts are. But thanks for stopping by today, folks, and I'll see you next time.